episode. You know what time it is, Bubbles Banter. Today I'm with my girl,
Cookie.
And today's topic is 10 signs of a toxic relationship.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
So what about me? You good, yeah?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm alright.
Good.
You know the vibe.
So you ready to get into this?
Yeah, let's
10 signs of a toxic relationship.
Well, I'm gonna start it. You're gonna start it. I've got one already though. You know that I don't even wanna forget it, yeah?
Go on.
Right, my first sign of a toxic relationship, yeah, will be name calling. Like, you know when people wanna put you down about, for instance, your weight or your looks, oh, you're not taking care of yourself now, and do you know what I mean? Like, we're lacking, or name calling, like, oh, you're just a dirty bitch, you're a hoe, you're this. Like, I think that's toxic as hell, because there's no need for people to be talking.
It's
like
just like shallow of the person, though.
Mm.
It just shows how shallow a person is inside.
Yeah.
Like when I think of name calling, yeah, like I think of, okay then, this is something that you might have wanted to say to, I don't know, your mum when she was telling you off. Or the girl that cheated on you, but you didn't have the balls to say nothing. Like, see, when it comes to toxic relationship and toxic men, it boils down to one thing, innit? Like,
what's that?
their upbringing.
You think so?
Yeah.
But you know what? Saying that is upbringing, yeah, we all know right from wrong.
Yeah.
So even if you was brought up a certain way, yeah, it doesn't mean that has to follow you, because we make choices for ourselves when we're adults. We might be guided wrong in the right way or the wrong way, but we still always grow up and make choices for ourselves. Now, you know, if you wouldn't like to be called like things that will make you feel down, why then do that to somebody that you're supposed to be in a relationship with and care about and love? Instead of you bringing them up and saying positive things about them, if you just say negative stuff, I think that's toxic as hell. That's not a sign of love. That's a sign that this person is, I don't even know what their agenda must be.
It takes them a while to start name calling. So it's something that I won't, you know, like I'm not giving no one excuses. It's a built up thing, because like, alright, cool. We're sitting down and on a woman's perspective and saying 10 signs of a toxic relationship. But man, them can sit down with their boys and do 10 signs of a toxic relationship, and their answers will be different to ours.
Yeah.
Because our thoughts of a toxic relationship and their thoughts of a toxic relationship is two different things. Like, a man can say to you, okay, I've done this, get over it. A woman's never going to get over it.
Yeah.
See, for a man to tell a woman to get over something that they put them through, it's narcissistic and it's very, very toxic.
Yeah.
A woman don't make a toxic relationship, you know, we never have. It's always been the man. It's always been the man that's been making them feel less than, lower.
Do you think that's more towards black women? Do you think black women get treated the same as white women?
Listen, no. No, because I don't even want to be racist, but white women, when it comes to dating a black man, they conform. Because it's almost like they've seen how a black man can treat a black woman, but they only see the exterior. They do not see the interior. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they don't see the interior. Yeah. They think, oh yeah, it's all rosy. Yeah. Like, I don't know why, but it's whenever I see a meme or I hear when a person is talking about a black man, it always comes down to the sex that they can give.
What, a white woman? Yeah, because they like to, apparently they're more freakier than black women. Like, yeah, I don't get that, because whoever these black guys are fucking.
But do you know, like back in the days, yeah? Do you know, like back in the days when black boys used to sit down and discuss white girls? Yeah. They didn't have nothing nice to say.
Yeah.
So
it changed, didn't it? I know.
It's a different type of breed. It's hybrids now.
I know. But going back to where you were saying that they don't like start off, it's a build up, yeah. I feel if you just meet someone, say for instance, I'm a man, yeah, and I've just I'm moving to you and I want to take you out now. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, you ugly bitch, let me take you on a date. Do you get me? You're gonna run a fucking mile away. Do you know what I mean? But so you gotta slowly get them under the thumb.
I would rather
I
would rather know how a boy is in the beginning than.
Yeah, but it depends, because obviously it takes time to get to know a person. Do you know what I mean? And we're trying to show the signs of a toxic person. Do you know what I mean? Because not every man, however long you like are with them or dating them or in a relationship with them, these signs may never show up, and that's a healthy relationship. You see, say for instance, after the first 3 months, now these little things start creeping in like, oh, you stupid bitch, now I'm just
Well,
playing.
there is the meme that says it takes a man 90 days.
Hold on, you said I'm a stupid bitch, but then you retract it by saying you're joking, but secretly I feel that was you testing the water. I feel you're testing the water
I just think
to
that's
see my reaction.
you know? I think that's a whole insecurity in a man. You see, when they do all of those things where, and I think it's for them to see how you're going to react to it.
If that's exactly what it is, and you see if you take it lightly, they're like, alright, cool, so I can cuss her,
yeah,
and she ain't going to do nothing,
yeah.
so then let me up it a notch now.
Nah,
you know what I mean? That's how they are
that's
though.
Toxic.
Let me not up it a notch. That's a sign, isn't it? Like it's a toxic.
And when you get mad and angry now and want to thump something down, they're
Yeah.
they're gonna be like,
but then they start
why are you like this? Like,
and blaming you in it, flipping it onto you. Yeah. Flipping it onto you. Then the whole restraining starts, and then they won't just start licking you down straight away. It'll just be like relax yourself. It's like hold on, but now you put your hands on me, so you've upped it a notch again now. Do you know what I mean? Then it just wrong,
elevates.
Yeah.
It elevates and elevates and elevates and elevates. Like
what us women need to do is start setting boundaries from early. Like you see, for instance, like I said, if the name calling starts, just nip it in the bud now. Do you know what I mean? Or sign number 2 of a toxic relationship, what I'd say as well is like the jealousy thing. You know, if they're starting to be like, oh, like you're always with your friends too much, you don't give me no attention. It's like, hold on a minute, I had a life before I met you, and now it's a problem that I have a life still outside of you. Should
so that means I must be toxic then, because all of these things they're explaining, I'm like that too.
For real?
Oh yeah. Like, do you know what? Okay, cool. It depends. You know, it depends. It depends. It depends on how long the relationship's been, and it just depends on how long the relationship's been. Like, if I was in a relationship for like three months,
yeah,
and I started to get jealous, I'm gonna be like, whoa.
But why are you getting jealous? Jealous of what? You should feel worthy enough and love yourself enough to know
it's not
you're
even that. It's not
guy,
even that, you know. Do you know, like watching? Do you know, like seeing so many relationships, and do you know, like seeing certain things?
What, in other people's relationships?
Just in other people's relationships, my parents' relationships, my relationship, my daughter's relationship. Like, she's a big girl, she's 19 soon. I've watched her relationship, in turn she's watched mine. And there's so many different elements of why a woman can become jealous. It doesn't have to be jealous of the things that you see, but it could be jealous of, I don't know, like the same effort that you put into the relationship, you don't see it coming back.
Yeah, but I don't feel that's a reason to be jealous. I think that's more about the individual person, their confidence and self-esteem. If you feel low in your self-confidence and your self-esteem, you will be jealous because you're gonna feel insecure about yourself and think, oh, he may stray or he may cheat or he may, do you know what I mean? Like, and so why are you always out of your friends? Why are you bringing me with you? You're gonna feel left out, but that's because I think that's more internal, and you're putting it onto your boyfriend
when you're projecting stuff. Yeah, I definitely understand that.
Me, I'm not a jealous person, especially if I had a life with somebody like before I met them. I feel like we should continue on that and just take it slow and get to know each other. Do you know what I mean? Like once the jealousy kicks in, because I find once you start saying that a person shouldn't spend time with their family and friends as much, that person will start to become isolated and stop being around their friend to please you in the relationship because they want it to work, they want it to last, and right now you're their life, so they want to focus on building a future with you, so they're going to make the sacrifices. But it has to be the right sacrifice for the right person, because if you're doing it with somebody that's only going to use you, then you're the one that's going to be in pain and you know what I mean, upset, and then it's like, who have you got then? Do you know what I mean? You've turned your back on your family and friends and all for what, because this man was jealous. It didn't need to be like that, do you know what I mean? Because he wasn't doing anything wrong. I said, people meet people these days and everybody has a life before you meet this person, so why now does it have to be solely about you? That's not...
Because you know, like when you get into a relationship, you build a life with someone, you should be comfortable enough of the life that you've got with that person, so when you're going out and doing things, that person becomes part of that.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Not every time though.
No, not every time.
Sometimes that's like going to work and bringing your man.
Not every time.
You can't bring your man everywhere.
There's certain things that you'll go to, like your friends will say, okay, come to a surprise birthday.
Yeah.
Everyone brings their man. You're gonna bring your man, innit? You should be comfortable.
That depends if you want to broke up on next month. No. Hey. No, for real. No, I hear what you're saying though. It's nice to be included because you're in a relationship.
Yeah, there's elements. Like you're, do you know when you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship, plus you've made that person your best friend.
Yeah.
That person's your confidant.
Yeah.
When you're feeling low, when you're feeling low, you can go to that person. Yeah, you can go to your friends in turn with the same problems. Yeah. But you see, like, certain people that you'll go to your friends and talk to your friends,
Yeah.
and you have to paint on a fake smile.
Yeah.
So when you go home to your man,
Yeah.
you can take off your wig,
Yeah.
you can take off that makeup,
Back it up.
you can back off everything and just
Yeah.
sit there
And
do
pull up the
ug-
lashes
and
and
you
like,
can just sit there and do the ugly cry,
Yeah.
and he won't judge you.
Yeah.
Because
That's a real man. You get me? Come on, it's 2022 now, guys. Like, bitches be out here with lashes,
Well,
with contact lenses,
I think
with
I got a real man. I like to consider that.
Why you whisper that then? Let them know what you just said.
I think I have a real man. Wink, wink.
I'm so bad now. Right. Sign number 3. I think another sign of a toxic relationship, yeah, is when you feel now having sex with a person has become a chore. Like, you know, like you're just having sex with them just to, like, you're in a relationship, you just feel obligated to have to do it. That is a big ass sign that it is toxic, because sex is meant to be pleasurable. You're meant to, it's not meant to be demanded or like needed. It's meant to just flow. Your energies are meant to just be connected, and you just have fun with it. It's passionate. You know what I mean? You see, when you start feeling like rolling over, it's a routine thing, bruv. That's toxic, bruv. That is toxic. And especially if they're threatening, oh, if you don't suck my dick, I'm gonna go out and cheat. Like, what? If you don't fuck me, I'm gonna go out and get pussy.
I'll be like, let crunchy pants have you.
Oh, my girl said crunchy pants. What do you mean by crunchy pants?
Yeah, any crunchy pants
Oh,
girl in
shit.
it. Like, let them have you in it. Like,
But
me,
that's toxic, fam.
I hear it's toxic, but do you know, like, okay, cool. Everyone's an individual. So there is a point there's a time where that man has done something to that woman to make her not want to give him front.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, we've gone through too many times where we just conform.
Yeah.
We're tired of conforming. We're supposed to still give you crutches and still be hurting from the things you're doing, or the things that you've done.
Yeah, be relaxed.
Like, everyone will be like, yeah, but just let go of the relationship.
Give us number 4.
No communication.
Oh yeah, long. Yeah, that's a heavy one. That should
That's
have
a
been first
weight.
place.
That's weight.
Yeah.
See the no communication. Do you know, like, no communication is toxic, but you know when two people want to communicate, but there's so much water under the bridge, they just don't know how. Everybody is just so icy that it's just, there's no way of breaking the ice, there's no way of melting it.
And then when you do communicate, it's probably just all hell raised fire, and it's just angry, arguing, shouting. Yeah.
And you know, like, before, me like 6 years ago, everything would have been heated. But now, when I talk, it's just...
Do you ever find sometimes you get to a point where you talk with silence? You know, like, you don't even talk, you're silent.
Yeah.
Like, there's not even, I've repeated myself and told you so much and you're not listening, so now I don't even have nothing to say. Like, you're just so withdrawn and tired from the talking. And that's the thing that I find is a problem this day and age in relationships, is effective communication. A lot of relationships, don't have effective communication. We hide stuff from each other. We don't know how to say what we're really feeling, and then, like, it's in our subconscious mind, so we might start acting out in a certain way because really it's there on the back of our mind, but we pushed it to the back. But it's still affecting us and making us bug out and act a certain way, and then we'll be questioning, like, what's wrong? Nothing. Like, but really we know what's wrong, but we don't know how to say it because we don't know how our partner's gonna react. You know what I mean?
And it's like, a woman should never ever feel like that.
Yeah.
Like, they should never feel like that.
Yeah. Because just be able to be open with the person that you're sharing your
like,
life.
And what's worse is when they say to you, come and talk to me, whenever you feel a certain type of way, just come and chat to me. But you see, when you go and tell that person that type of way you feel,
acknowledge it, yeah.
But you said I can come and talk to you.
Yeah.
So it makes you not want to speak to them.
Yeah.
That's how it becomes toxic.
Yeah.
Because when you get into a situation, quote unquote, say your partner cheats on you.
Yeah.
Or your partner has kids on you.
Yeah.
But you've done everything to work around the situation and you've come to a point and said, like, cool. So yeah, this has happened.
Yeah.
It's mad toxic when your partner says to you, okay, it's happened, get over it.
Yeah, that's fucked.
No one should ever tell you how long it should take for you to get over a situation.
Yeah.
You have feelings.
Yeah.
And you're a woman who can birth the same person or birth the same species that's hurting you.
Yeah. Number 5, I'd say, is on and off. You know, like, if every minute you're breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together, breaking, like, what's that? Like, why is it every 3 months you're not together for a week and then you're back together for 4 months and then you break up again for 2? What's that? That's not normal. That is toxic. Bruv, like, are we together or not, fam? And every minute just breaking out, every minute kicking man out or kicking gal out, like, that's toxic. They're all this on and off. So it's not a light switch. You either have feelings or not. You work through your problems, but every minute, that's another reason why I think a lot of men nowadays, they're like, oh, they're not moving him in no gal, because a lot of gal, they love to run man out every minute, yeah, and then man now feel pissed because it's like they got nowhere to stay, and they moved in with gal, you get me, or they had baby with gal, and then they move in that gal, then that woman's quick to just dash them out, then they have to run back to mummy's house, or run back to their boy's house, or they're sofa surfing. So a lot of guys these days, they're like, oh, I'm not moving in with no woman, but I don't think a relationship is healthy if it's on and off all the time.
You can't have a healthy relationship.
You got to learn to work through it without having to separate. To work through it, you should still be able to live in the same home and work your way through things instead of, I need space.
But you know, serious relationships, you can't have a serious relationship. Do you know that? Alright, cool. I can't. It may sound weird the way it's gonna come out, because not everybody who's in a relationship has lived together with their partner. But if you've lived with your partner for a significant amount of years, your relationship is not going to work if you live in separate houses.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah.
Your relationship is not going to work if you live in separate houses.
Why is that? Because you're so comfortable living together?
It's not because you're so comfortable living together. It's a thing of, this is when a man will start to move like he's single.
Okay. He's got the freedom.
But then, you see, if he found out, or if he saw that you were moving single, all hell will break loose. That's why I say that men are toxic, because you see, like, when they do something,
it's like one rule for them, one rule for us.
And when you do it, because I'll have a conversation, like, I'll ask things like, I could say, like, just a matter of, like, then, quote unquote, if you was in a relationship, you said to your guy, okay, if I cheated on you and had a baby on you and you came back, how would you be?
Yeah, I'll be pissed, bro. I don't even know if
a man would say to you, you think I could be with you?
Like, men look at, you see men cheating, they look at women cheating on them different. Like, the world's over if a woman cheats on a man, they can't take it. But remember, women, we're built to withstand a lot more pain than men. We give birth to humans with children. We bring life into the world. You think a man could go through that type of pain? We go through so much emotional pain. It stems back way into our ancestors as well. Like, it's not just, if you think about it, like, families have been broken down from generations and generations, but women, we've been strong enough to upstand it, withhold it, and keep moving forward. You know what I mean? Like, men tend to be they're meant to be the leaders, yeah.
Men do this whole thing. They run away and hide. We can't do that.
Yeah, we have to face up to
as much as they say that the men are the heads.
Yeah.
Certain men can't make certain moves without your queen, bro.
Yeah.
A king can't make a move without his queen.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There's certain moves that a girl can make, a queen can make, that a man can't make.
Yeah, we can go all over that board. You guys just do one.
Do you get what I mean? You can't. Do you know? And that's the thing. Like, when you're in a relationship,
there has to be a balance. You gotta work
it's so important.
Yeah.
It's so important.
I just still feel though as well. I've seen family members in my family and they're married and stuff, and if they do have problems, I don't ever see the one or the other, whether it be the wife or the husband, move out, and they always have to work through it. Like, maybe they're on the sofa for a couple of nights, but they don't come out of the marital home. You know what I mean?
You can't do that.
It's
crazy. It just don't make no sense. It's like, why did you get married in the first place?
So number 6, you were saying dishonesty.
You see, lies. Lies can make anybody's belly hurt, bro. Makes your belly burn.
Because you know they're lying as well.
Yeah, it's the face you give them, like, what? Really? But then some people will say, oh, I had to lie to get myself out of situations. No, I've got this thing, yeah. You see, if you're gonna have to say sorry to me more than 10 times, just don't do it. Don't do anything that you're gonna have to say sorry for. Because then obviously you know that if you have to say sorry.
If you say sorry once, then you've made a mistake. But if you say sorry twice, that's the choice, and
But you know, like, but even in my relationship, I've always had that notion of, don't do something you're gonna have to say sorry for. Yeah. Sorry becomes like eating. Just imagine you put flour and water together and just mix that and start to eat it.
Yeah, that's the.
It's gonna.
Foul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it becomes, and it becomes. I don't know. It becomes a word that becomes draining. It just physically drains you.
Yeah. Lying is another toxic sign of a relationship. There shouldn't be no. You should always try to be as truthful as possible. Like, I don't see the sense in lying, and I don't come back with that. Oh, I lied because I didn't want to hurt you.
Yeah,
or I knew how you would act. But it hurts me more that I know now I can't trust you, because if I do question you on something, I'm gonna feel you're gonna lie, and especially if you can come and lie to my face. It's one thing over a message, over a phone, or behind my back. But you see,
it's lying when you know that I know what I know.
Did you do this? And you're like, no. And you're like, Ross, you could fully lie in my face like that, and you know the truth. That's deep. That's really deep, and that's sad.
And when you have, do you know, like, another thing? Do you know, like, when you ask a question,
yeah,
and they lie,
yeah,
and have a screenshot of that evidence, and you send it to them, and it's like, okay, so let's go again.
This, yeah, but I bet you still try to get out of it.
Yeah, they'll still.
Yeah,
I know people that have talked themselves out of screenshots, and it's there in black and white. Oh yeah. Or have you thinking that you're mad? Yeah, have you thinking you're crazy?
Oh wow. Yeah, no, that's toxic.
That's toxic.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. Don't have you thinking that you're mad.
Yeah,
you see what you've seen.
Yeah.
You're there, banter rights. But
how do you lie off a screenshot? Like you said, that's photo evidence. Like, imagine going to court with camera evidence. How are you talking your way out of it? There's no possible way. But then take you for idiot and think they can. Oh, bro, get out of here, please. Sign number 7.
A pattern of disrespect.
Elaborate on disrespect, because everybody's disrespect has different levels. Like what you would.
Okay, see, we're talking about cheating. When you continue to cheat, when you know it's just disrespectful.
Yeah.
Even though you're trying to do it under the sly, it's just a disrespect that you know I'm gonna find out. So you've had it in your mind that, okay, shit, she's gonna find out. But you're still disrespected because you're brave enough to still go and do it.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah. That's toxic as well, bro. But I feel man cheat nowadays. Like, it's hard to find a man that ain't gonna cheat, bro. Man cheat is what, like, man.
Well,
man just cheat.
I can say.
All I would say is, if you're gonna cheat, don't make me find out. Bro.
Emotional cheating and physical cheating. It's different.
What do you mean about cheating? Cheating. All right. So how far? What is cheating to you? Is cheating DMing a girl and saying that's cheating?
That's cheating.
See, to me, that's just social media.
No,
back in the day, when we never had
attachment.
Hold on, when we never had smartphones and was able to DM and all of that, to me, cheating was a physical thing. You had to link up with this girl and cheat. But nowadays, you can send a picture on DM and it's cheating. But when we were growing up, there weren't smartphones to send pictures. So how was that cheating?
Because back in our days, our parents were just, our dads were just going out.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. To me, the level of cheating, it has to be.
I remember you see smartphones.
Yeah.
Smartphones, they called them smartphones for a reason.
Because I think smartphones, when they invented smartphones, that was the downfall.
That's why everyone's head. That's why everyone's head.
It was the downfall of so much people's relationships. So see, like Facebook, everyone took personally if a Facebook status didn't say you was in a relationship. Why you got me on your status? And it's like, bro, it's not that deep. It's just bloody Facebook. Everyone knows you're my man. But because I'm not, or there you go. But some people, if you're married and you don't put marital in your status on your Facebook, that's a whole argument in the relationship now. And it's like, why are we arguing over social media? People hit a like button on a picture. Remember before Instagram changed, you could see who you're following, whose pictures they're liking, without going on that person's profile. Bro, bare people's relationships
you don't even see certain comments that people leave on your post. So you might see something that I can't see. So imagine I put up like an old picture.
Yeah.
How can I put it? Because there's different options on Facebook.
Yeah.
So you can limit who comments on your picture, or you can hide the post,
Yeah.
or not hide it, or you can archive it and put it on like the main wall, so it's not on your wall.
Okay.
But it will still show up in different places.
Okay.
So it doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
So anybody can comment on your post, but if it's not physically on your page,
yeah,
how are you getting the notifications and how are you seeing what's on that post?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
All too many times, relationships broke down because of a comment that someone will leave on your post, but you haven't seen it. So imagine that before you will see comments on your post and you're respectful enough to delete the comment.
Yeah.
Go to the person and say, listen,
Don't
that can't run.
Yeah.
But the person will comment. yeah, that's a level, like, it's nuts. But you can't.
But that's disrespectful for you, because if you've also communicated to that person like your comments
But now
are affecting
your partner now can't come and put that on you though, if you've already implied
addressed
that.
it. Yeah.
Understand? So it can't. It's
but
it's
would you lie about the comment being there or seeing it?
I'm a person like, see me, do you know what I do? I love a screenshot, I love a screen record,
Oh,
screen record it. I got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
Nothing
but that's
to
good
hide.
that you're honest and not lying.
What
that,
for? Why?
I mean?
What for?
Yeah.
Because lying just hurts people.
Yeah.
It
damages the relationship, innit? There's no trust. And trust, you see, once you lose trust, that is one of the hardest things to build back again. Is trust. When there's no trust in a relationship, boy.
You don't have anything.
Exactly. Like, love ain't gonna hold it together, bro. Love won't hold it together.
This is why when you're in a relationship, you have to be your that's what before what I was saying. It's your best friend.
Yeah.
This is someone like, for you to be able to lay down with a person
and share a bed with them.
You have to
intimate.
At a certain point, you have to trust them wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
You can trust someone with your physical being.
Yeah.
But your heart and your physical being is two different things, you know.
Yeah.
I can trust my nigga with my body.
Yeah.
It's in my heart. I ain't gonna trust you with that until you show me
that
I can give it back to you.
Yeah.
And you're gonna give it to me in full form, and you're not gonna be trying to say to me every time I say to you I want it back. They're saying to me,
there's a little piece missing, yeah.
If something I give to you wholeheartedly, I want it back the same way.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, I want it back the same way.
Yeah.
And all too often, boys are on this thing of how a girl made them feel, or how a girl makes them feel at a certain time, forgetting the reason why the girl is the way she is.
Sign number 8, a lack of intimacy. Yeah, that's...
Sex feeling like a chore, and when you want to be intimate and there's no intimacy there, it's totally different.
Yeah,
you could be in your bed, and you'll walk around your house in front of your man, you go to bed with no one.
And he don't even touch you.
He doesn't even want to touch you. But in his mind he does. But because there's so much animosity that's been going on, he doesn't even know how to approach you, and you don't know how to approach him.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I don't know how to... I've been in that situation. I just shut it off though.
No,
I'm a person, I can just switch off my feelings like that. Like, if once you've lost my mind, even if you take my body, bro, it's not gonna, like, you have to keep me stimulated in my mind to get my body. Yeah, like, once you've lost me like in my mind, yeah, bro, nah, like, my body's just a shell. Do you know what I mean? It's just a shell.
Yeah, but it's over the years that it's become a shell. Because of the trauma, because of the things.
Yeah, again,
it's
always good.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And do you know that most girls' trauma, it doesn't come from their mum. Sometimes it comes from their mum.
Yeah.
But it mainly comes from their dad.
Yeah.
So when we get into
you heard that song with Coyle Ray, so she said, "Daddy let me down, but I won't let him." That one, yeah, that's her bar.
Bro, like, that's what it is. Like, the first person to ever break our hearts
was Daddy.
Our dad. So we go
and that was the first man that we fell in love with.
And we go into these relationships looking for what we were looking.
I
don't want to be with someone who I'm looking like. Yeah, I think every woman has got daddy issues. Everybody. But daddy issues turn into nigger issues.
Oh shit, and she said it.
Not as much. No. It's true.
You think so?
Yeah, because when you sit down and you're hurt by multiple people, you have a different story. Yeah. Do you understand?
Saying that though, I realised the pattern in men that I was going for, they're similar to how my dad was, but to be fair, my dad wasn't the greatest man when it came to relationships. Sorry Daddy, I said it.
No, but see, there you go, like,
you weren't the greatest role model. So when I'm looking up to this man, I'm thinking, oh, this is how relationships should be. When I'm getting into relationships now, I'm thinking this is how it's normal, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's toxic. Do you know what I mean? Another sign, actually, let's drop it to number 9, bro. Another sign of a toxic relationship is violence, yeah? There should never be no violence in no relationship. When man's putting their hand on you, yeah? Unless it's in an affectionate way.
Unless you're slapping my ass.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. If there's violence, if there's all choking out and pinning you down and slap and...
Do you want me to be real? Bro, the first time I ever got abused in my relationship.
When?
I was about 14, 15.
Yeah, I was 15.
I used to go out with a guy, yeah. And my friend used to go out with his twin brother.
Oh wow.
This guy, later, imagine being with him from early teens, 13, and then breaking up with him. And then years later, this person becomes your baby dad.
Is it?
And then you go missing for like 15, 16 years and then they don't find out about your kid. Yeah, because you used to put your hand on me.
Yeah.
And there is no way in hell, like, how am I 15 going and talking to my friends and saying, you know, he beats me up.
Yeah. When I was going for a domestic abuse at 15, I didn't even realise it was domestic abuse because I was so young. So I thought that was.
I just thought it was fighting.
I thought it was for married couples.
No, I just thought it was fighting.
Yeah,
because
you're young, you're teenagers, you're in school, but
yeah, you have to
actually,
strap for survival, bro. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship and a guy makes you feel less than, makes you feel like you have to put up any man that you're with that makes you feel like you have to fight.
Yeah.
That's toxic.
Yeah.
Because what am I fighting for? Like, I'm not supposed to have to fight you.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, what is this? Why do I have to start bulk?
It's all about power and control, that though, isn't it? Like when they can't.
Wait, another toxic trait.
We're gonna end this one with number 10. Go on, True.
When a man ignores your needs. Toxic. Let's talk about it.
Go on, tell me.
How many different ways am I supposed to tell you that you're hurting me? How many different ways am I supposed to tell you that the situations you put me through don't sit right with me? But you say to me, oh yeah, don't worry, I understand. But really and truly, you don't understand. Because it's like, okay, we're in a situation now, I'm over it. But I'm not going to make you keep dragging me into it. So, okay, so where was my healing?
Yeah.
Where was my healing? Where was mine?
Yeah.
I've helped you heal because I've stayed with you.
Yeah.
Where was my healing?
Yeah.
We had to do everything that you wanted.
Yeah.
So that we could remain in a relationship.
Yeah. But he's ignoring your needs. He's not putting in his 50% to make sure that you're also.
But at times, you know, like you've been in a relationship where you've been that woman that when your man is falling short, you're that person that puts in for that relationship to be 100. I've always been that woman.
But it sounds like that's an 80-20 split. Instead of 50-50.
Sometimes it has to be like that because see if you have a child with somebody.
Yeah.
When that man falls short, what do you have to do? You got to tip that 50 in and you got to make that 100.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like it's the same in relationships.
Yeah.
Do you know, like if.
But then there could be times when you're not able to put that 50 in and he's meant to be able to cover it. It shouldn't always be one-sided. Like you said, like if they're ignoring your needs. Like if you
but at the same time,
communicate.
sometimes women, I wouldn't say we complain, but a man can perceive our needs different to the way how we would perceive them. So do you know, like they say that our time is not God's time.
Yeah.
So we would expect something now, and God will give it to us in like 100 years when we're ready.
That's where patience comes into. Nothing happens overnight.
Sometimes people don't have patience.
Well, that's something within themselves that they have to work on. You know what I mean? But if somebody ain't hearing your needs, then I'm not even going to tell you what you say. Everyone tells you because it sounds such a wild. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away. Oh, to find a better.
Sometimes it's not always good to walk away, okay?
How many times are you gonna say your needs though? Because this is the thing. We're saying
everybody's needs change every day.
We're saying this toxic.
Yeah, but everyone's needs change every day.
Is it?
Yeah. A toxic trait is when you think you're healing from something.
Yeah.
You're healing, and then all of a sudden when you're angry, you bring up that again. It's toxic.
That's not healing them. You're not healed them. But remember, healing is a process.
Exactly. No one heals overnight.
But at the same time, you also have to be taking steps to heal, but also your partner can't also be still damaging what you've done to heal. Because you've got, say for instance, you took 10 steps. You've got to step number 10, and then he's done something now. So that's going to bring you back to step 7. So now you've got to get back there. It's like every time you've made it this far, you've done something to damage and bring me back to here. So it's like you're on just this yo-yo.
That sits on a red flag as well. Like when a man makes you feel like you're crazy.
Yeah, no, that's
too much.
Yeah, that's hella toxic as well. Cause women, we ain't crazy out there. Yeah, we know we got gut instinct. We
Our
know
intuition.
Yeah.
What? Some woman can sit here and be like, oh, I think I just started my period, and you go to the toilet, and it's my nature.
But that again is like, I'd say that's toxic because it's name calling. Because why are you calling me crazy? Why are you not saying you're smart? You know, you actually knew Like, no, you're saying you're crazy, bro.
A man's never gonna look at you and be like, if you're going to a man and say to a man, oh, I know you cheated.
Be like, you're smart, you know. No,
that would make you punch him in his face. Like,
no, but that's toxic. That is toxic. Now, violence.
No. I hear you, but don't.
But you wanted the truth.
I hear
what
you.
I'm saying. Now you're saying,
what's that word?
bro? Cookie's toxic, you know.
I said that at the beginning. Like, I don't care. I'm a Gemini. Yes, I am.
Gemini, the two faces. My sister's a Gemini. Big up my twin. You know I'm talking about you.
Yeah, like I can say that I'm toxic.
Imagine my sister is a Gemini and she's having twins. Twins. Yeah. Big up the twins out there.
I wouldn't say we complain, but a man can perceive our needs different to the way how we would perceive them. So do you know, like they say that our time is not God's time?
Yeah.
So we would expect something now, and God will give it to us in like 100 years when we're ready.
That's where patience comes into. Nothing happens overnight.
Sometimes
You've got to
people don't
build
have
and work.
patience.
Well, that's something within themselves that they have to work on. You know what I mean? Patience is a quality as well. It's not a skill that you can learn.
Can you stop with my plant? Get out.
You guys, that's Scotty again.
That's Scotty again. Get out. Go lay down.
Let me go get him for y'all.
No, because he's shedding. He's shedding a lot. Yeah, he's shedding. Bye.